Preparations, well, I think when I first left for Puerto Rico, I've already come prepared. But this time, now that we were given a break, I made sure that everything will be on point. Of course, as we all know, we do our own hair and makeup. And when I go back to Puerto Rico this March 11, mostly it's gonna be just rehearsals. We will still have one more closed door interview, so I'm gonna make sure to ace that. I still keep my trainings when it comes to Q&As, my communications training, and everything, just putting all of those together, just still continuing to work with my team, both my Cebu team and my Manila team. It's very, very important that I keep my communications with them open because, again, when I compete for Puerto Rico, I always trust their creativity. I trust their vision for me, and I trust my vision for myself. So I continue to work with them and show them everything that I've worked so hard for. 20. Because 2, I like number 2, and it's gonna be for the second Miss World crown. But kidding aside, I think I'm very ready. I trust my gut. I trust timing. I trust fate. And even after all the postponements, I do know that when you pour your heart and soul into everything that you do, the world is gonna give it to you. If it's fate, it will find its way to you. Always remember your core. Always remember where you come from. Always instill in your mind that you have to be humble all the time and you have to be grateful all the time and show respect to every single person that you work with because that's very, very, very important. And in any organization that you work with, that's the number one thing that they will look for. It's going to be character and attitude. So that you have to have that maintained all the time. And at the same time, come prepared. Find the right people, find the right connections that will help you because you can never do it alone. And when it comes to beauty secrets, it's gonna be hard when you compete. You don't get enough sleep, you don't have rest, your makeup doesn't stick to your skin, but always stay hydrated and pray. With pageantry, well, I did used to dream about it. My mom was a beauty queen during her time, but I never thought I would be a beauty queen myself. But when I started my very first pageant, 2016, I started loving it. I loved the experience. I loved meeting the people and hearing their personal stories because it reminded me that I'm not the only one struggling in this world. And the connections that I made, it kept me going. It pushed me to keep doing it every single year. I never stopped competing, not even for 1 year. So after 3 years, 3 tries, I bagged the Binibining Cebu Charity crown back in 2018. And for 3 years straight, 2019, 2020, and 2021, I competed for nationals. And finally, I was able to win as your Miss World Philippines. And what really kept me going was believing that I'm supposed to make it somehow, someday. And I hope that it reminds you too that not only is fate gonna come to you, but at the same time, you have to work for it. It might be for you, but if you don't do anything, it will never be. It will never come to you. So it's about timing and at the same time, being prepared for when that timing comes to you. It's the perfect formula.